I can't unless I do it this way. Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is Korin.Jones, K to the motherfucking J. We back up in here with another video. We're doing a yellow, green, St. Patrick's possibly day. Possibly St. Patrick's Day inspired look. But yeah, we're doing a yellow-green look today, prepping our eyes with the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. Yes, Painterly. Someone asked me yesterday if I ever tried the soft ochre paint pot, and I have not. I have only used this one, but after I finish this one, I definitely want to try one that's a different shade, maybe like a more concealer tone shade. This one actually worked really good, but you know, I want to switch it up. So today we're digging into the Deja Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette, and we're starting with the two matte yellows in the palette. I mixed the two because I kind of want a neon effect. And if you have a Deja Cosmetics palette and you're having trouble with pigmentation, or if you have this palette in particular, I find with this palette, especially if you just dab right into the product and then just put it directly on the eye, I get the pigmentation I'm looking for 9 times out of 10. This happens to be that one time where I need a little extra. I'm using It's a Party. Yeah, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. I'm using It's a Party from the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette. And we're going to take a hit to the motherfucking head. Oh yes, even got the green bong for the St. Patrick's Day vibes. Like, what's up? Green backdrop, green bong, green eyes. What's up? Next, we're using the matte greens, that top green and that bottom green. Both of them are the matte ones. And I'm mixing them both and just applying it. And see, I tapped my brush before I applied it, and that doesn't work. You gotta really pack the product on to get the pigmentation you want. And when it comes to fallout, I wasn't getting a whole lot of fallout. When I think of fallout, I think of like dots like literally under your eyes everywhere. I wasn't really getting that much. I was getting a little bit, not gonna lie, but not a whole lot. Not enough where I'm like, okay, I don't want to use this anymore, you know? And I'm using a Vintage Cosmetic Company Step 2 brush to apply the green, and I'm blending everything out with a Morphe M441 brush, and it's just a real fluffy blending brush, and I'm just trying to get those edges and get everything perfect. Yes, and I'm really trying to blend them together because they're pretty different, but I'm going to try to use a color that's kind of a mix between yellow and green, you know? So I'm really trying to get my blend in between the two colors to be perfect. And of course, you know we gotta take a hit every time we finish a set. You already know we gotta take a hit. You already know. Yeah, hit that shit. Oh, hit that shit. Oh, yeah. Next, I am going to do a simple little halo. And this is a Dose of Colors concealer brush. And this is actually a really, really, really good brush if you are having trouble cutting your crease, having trouble getting a really precise, crisp line. This brush is really flat and it's flexible, if that makes sense. It's not stiff or anything, so it can, you know, whisk away and make, you know, those whiskey lines, you know, everyone loves. And of course we gotta celebrate with a hit. Of course. I mean, come on, of course. Ooh, yes. And I just washed this bong, so I'm so happy to be using it. I feel like I haven't smoked out of it in forever. Oh, I just love my little Bruce. And we're gonna take the same brush we used to apply the yellow, which is a, what is it? MODA Pro brush. It's a BMX 430 crease brush. But yeah, I'm just using that to apply the yellow, and I'm blending it out with a Morphe E27, and then I'm just adding the green to the other side to kind of not unnourishing, but soften, unharshen, to try and soften that line we made with the concealer. And then this is just a BH Cosmetics pencil brush, and I'm just trying to make the concealer line a little brighter and stand out a little bit more. So I'm just adding green to the top of it, just to add a little bit more pigmentation. And then I'm going to take this single shadow from Colourpop Cosmetics. This is in the shade Deja Boo, and I'm just using a BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm just applying it right there to the center of my little halo. And then, yeah, and I really had to pack it on to kind of get the color that I wanted. You know, this is BH Cosmetics. This palette was like $13. So, you know, what do you expect? But yeah, and then I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side, but with that green in between the other greens that we used. It's kind of a shimmery green, and I mixed it with the green below it just so that it didn't turn too minty. And I'm just using the M441 to blend everything out. And then the E27 from Morphe, I just use that to blend the edges. Like, I try to keep my blending brushes, they all have their own jobs, you know? So I try to limit them to just one thing so they don't get too much color in them, you know? And then I'm just going to use that yellow shimmery shade to blend out the edge of Deja Boo on the yellow side, if that makes sense. And then we're going to use NYX Vivid Brights. This, I only made one line with it because I didn't really like the way it looked in person. On camera, it looks okay, but in person, it was way too teal. It was more teal than green to me. So I had to use this Vivid Brights. This is like a cream shadow, actually. It's not really a liner, but this cream shadow is called Get Money, Get Money, Get Money. And I'm just using a liner brush to go over that, you know, liquid liner that we put, and then draw a wing. And this color kind of washed out in the wing end, you know, on the green side. So, you know, we're going to have a little solution. We want it to pop. We want to be able to see it. But, we're going to add some white. Yes! This is the L'Oreal Infallible Paints liner pen in White Party, I believe. But I'm just going over the top from tear duct to the very tip of my wing, just to kind of make that green liner stand out a little bit more. And then, of course, you already know we gotta take a hit and celebrate them liner moves. Dang, that shit is so bright. It looks so pretty. Oh, we better take one more. You better take one more. You deserve it. You better take one more. Ooh, yes. Makes me crave one right now. Just watching myself take a hit. Next, nexity, lashes, my favorite part. So these are the Latin Giza lashes. I use these, not these exact same ones, or the exact same style, but I used these lashes in my last video. They're super dramatic mink lashes. Super long, but these are in the style Drama Queen. And I think these are so pretty. And you could, what I like most is you could see my liner through the lashes. You could still see the white. You could still see the colors. Like, me, like, I like to be able to see it. You know, I know other people can see it, but I like to be able to see it myself. But yes, so pretty. And I have a code, so you guys can save. You can use N8V at checkout. Native. Yeah, and I'm just applying it with Kiss glue with aloe. Kiss lash glue with aloe. And some tweezers, you know. I don't know why, but I could never put my lashes on with my fingers. Like, I need to use tweezers. Ever since, like, the first time I put lashes on, I've used tweezers. I mean, I could try to do it with my fingers, but it never comes out. I can never put them on perfectly. So if you're having trouble, maybe try using a tweezer. It might help you. I'm sorry if you can hear my turtles scratching around. I'm in the turtle room right now. And I don't know, they're climbing over everything and they're acting like fools. So if you can hear them, they're just trying to say hi. But I'm sorry. But, yeah, that's the finished look. We did the face off camera. Super simple beat. If you want the makeup details for the face, you can check my Instagram, Korin.Jones. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, maybe even learned something. Peace and love, like and subscribe. Bye!